Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I am doing the weekly reading for the collective. Remember that when you catch this, it's for the coming week for you. And starting with some prosperity dust. I'm just going to go straight into the angel cards. Ooh, we've got expansiveness. We have an angel in a hot air balloon pointing to another hot air balloon. Expanding our horizons. Feeling expansive as we move forward. As we are moved. Ooh, delight. There are angels around a cake with candles. 4 angels, in fact. Balance like a table. 4-legged table. Delight at the expansiveness that we're feeling as we celebrate, as we delight in enjoying celebrating each other. Let me go to the wisdom of the oracle. Deep knowing in reverse, 43. Fork in the road, 13. Not for you in reverse, number 6. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, okay. Well, for starters, we have empathy overload here. With this deep knowing in reverse, this is it's needing to take a rest. In fact, hang on a second. Let me just look at my book real quick. Pretty sure there's something in here that needs to be conveyed in a way that I cannot in this moment. You are in empathy overload and need to get grounded again. So tune out for a bit. Hypersensitive, you're suffering from psychic exhaustion. This signals a time for a recharging of your batteries. Okay. Yeah, time to step back and take a break, because this is somehow related to this fork in the road, to a choice. It's either that you have a choice coming up and you need to be like ready, prepared to make that choice. And in this place, you are not, you're not ready. It's all a little too much, but it could also be where the choice is causing this. And it's like, if you are feeling like you have to hurry up and make a choice, take that pressure off of yourself. Even if someone's pressuring you, if there's anybody or anything kind of coming at you being like, you got to hurry up and decide now, it's like, well, then it's not for me. If this is something that's going to go away tomorrow because I don't choose right now, then all right, then I'm going to have to let it go. There's something about, recognizing that whatever's meant for you will continue to stay, will continue to show up. It's not going to go away overnight, kind of thing. And so this is really about taking time to rest, to get your bearings again. Because this fork in the road has to do with something that is, it's something that is really not for you. It's not good for you. It doesn't benefit you in any way. In fact, it's probably going to deplete you or somehow affect you in a less than positive way. And it's something that is it's something that you might easily overlook, or you have been overlooking. This talks about like ignoring the red flags, basically. You know something is not for you, but you still want it. And as long as you are in this place of feeling overwhelmed and not, it's like you need to reconnect with yourself so that you can be more discerning, so that you can see through, see through the lies. Okay. There's something that you really, really want. And so you feel compelled to just go for it because, the heart wants what it wants. But in this case, it's not good for you. This came up in a reading recently. Maybe it was the weekly last week. Anyway, just, you're needing to be honest with yourself. Do you or don't you? Why? Maybe you need to write it down. What are the pros and cons of, what your choices are? And be really honest. If there's something or someone who's like, coming back, or they're like, hey, I'm over here, follow me. It's like, how will this benefit me? And how might this take me down in some way? Okay, so that means, nope, we're gonna go over to the Osho Zen Tarot. Celebration, 3 of Water. This really aligns with the delight here. Got the 3, we got the 4. Politics, 7 of Clouds. A little bit of kitty confirmation there too. Maturity, Ace of Rainbows. Here's your choice. Here is your choice. You can go in this direction where there's delight, there's celebration, there's just enjoyment with people who you really love spending time with, who really get you, and you can just let loose, let your hair down. Or you can choose this. Very, very different energies. There's a sinister energy here. Someone wearing a mask, someone who is manipulative, who is not above doing whatever they have to get what they want. And you know this. And yet there's something compelling about this energy, this situation. There's something that's still, and for whatever reason, we all have our reasons. But this is really recognizing, like, what kind of energy do you want in the long term? Do you want this, or do you want this? It is a choice. This is a choice. And what's really cool, what I'm seeing here, is that you have matured, or because you are being faced with this choice, it's kind of like I can't think of the word, when you go through, I'm thinking like, like a fraternity or sorority, and you have an initiation. You're being initiated through this choice, or it's like, yeah, this is an initiation into some kind of new beginning. You're having to, this is kind of a head over heart decision, possibly, although that's not totally true, because it's like, this is the head, this is the heart. It's like you're trying to talk yourself into something that isn't good for you. It's like, you have that, I don't know, you have that big delicious donut in front of you, and you're like, Oh, that donut looks so good. I really want that donut. It's going to be amazing. You know, every bite is just going to like melt in my mouth, and it's going to be all that sugary, sweet goodness. And meanwhile, in the back of your mind, you're like, that is going to give me a stomach ache. That is going to cause me to break out. It's going to leave me feeling, I'm going to have a sugar crash. I'm going to like feel kind of crappy. And so, you know, and then this is more like, let's, you know, let's all go dancing. Let's all go, let's, you know, it's like, it's the group that wants to help boost you. That's like, I will be your accountability buddy. Let's go all go together and let's go for a walk together. Let's go do fun things that's enjoyable, that's going to actually give us more energy in the long term, isn't going to deplete us. There's an us versus there's somebody with an ulterior motive versus people who are just like, woo, like, let's just have fun. You know, this is more like, this is all about me and I'm going to get what I want. And so you're kind of, maybe it's a trial by fire. You know, initiation, I think, is the best word here. And so you're rising to the occasion. You're like, okay, I'm going to pay attention to the long term versus the short term gratification, and shy away from what I know is going to leave me feeling depleted and, you know, yucky. Now, if you find yourself, I just got yet again, if you find yourself choosing this and you find yourself back in the same position, it's not grounds to get down on yourself and to hate yourself. It's simply recognizing, oh, I got sucked in again. Oh, I had that donut. I just couldn't help myself. And then, yes, all the things happened that I knew would happen, and I felt like crap, and I gotta recover. But that's a part of the maturity as well. So whatever you choose is not a wrong choice. It all brings learning and eventual growth here, regardless. Okay, I'm gonna look at Heart's Hidden Secrets. Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Oh, we want that donut so bad. But I miss the donut. I miss having, yeah, like, I don't know. Craving, desiring that donut. Thinking about it, can't stop thinking about it. Withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. I mean, I almost read this as withdrawal. With, you know, sugar. Okay, since I'm talking about a donut. You may or may not know sugar is as addictive as cocaine and heroin. Legit. Like, that, this is scientifically proven. Yes, sugar is sinister. In the way that it is put into our food and, you know, used to make us sick and work against us. But there's a feeling, okay, so in the bigger picture, if we're talking about anything other than a donut, or including the donut, there's a feeling of withdrawal, a feeling lonely, a feeling like, oh, but okay, so maybe this was not the greatest, but at least it was something. At least I had that companionship, or I had that that certainty that somebody was there, that I could expect that, you know, somebody was going to show up in a certain way. There's a huge draw to the known, the familiar, and you're just, you're jonesing right now. You are sad. You really want that thing that you know is not good for you. And you're having to work through this withdrawal on your own. And that's tough too. You're having to, I don't know. you're forcing yourself, you're pulling away from the group. There's something about going through withdrawal alone here, feeling, because maybe you have people who are like, what are you doing? Why do you keep eating that donut? You know how it makes you feel. And so you know you can't keep talking to people about those same people about like, well, I had the donut again and I feel like crap and I'm going to complain. And people are like, oh my God, there you go again. Like, make a different choice, you know? And so you're kind of withdrawing and you're like, well, I know I can't talk to people about this anymore, but I still want it. I still feel sad. Influences, attachments, third parties, peers. And this is influences on either side. These are two different types of influences. What are you attached to? What are you craving? Is it out of familiarity, or is it out of something that is actually going to boost you and carry you forward in the long term? That's going to really bring you like long-term happiness. And you're like, I'm going to drink, okay, there, have the donut or have the smoothie. The smoothie is still sweet. It's still good. But it's gonna leave me feeling way better. But you are attached. You have an attachment to something. And there's a need to let that initial whatever move out of your body. That's the thing with sugar, for example. If you don't have it for X amount of time, we'll say a few days, a week, then you stop craving it because it's not in your system anymore. It's when you give in and you have that thing because of an emotional attachment that then it floods your body again, and then your body actually literally wants it and then goes through withdrawal, and then you feel bad and you're like, oh, I just need to feel better, so I'm just going to have that thing, and then we're back in that cycle. And so this is you being like, okay, I'm gonna I gotta get through this again. Here we go again. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Okay. So, okay. I'm going to go with the, this one. My tea leaf cards. Shark. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Okay, this donut is more than a donut. You're gonna whatever choice the choices that you have in front of you, this one is going to like deplete you in a very physical, financial way. That donut is going to cause you to lose your job, or it's going to take you to court. I don't know. What is this donut doing? Oh my God. Wishbone. A wish is granted. Take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. Or a wish is granted. It's like, if you take care and you choose the smoothie over the donut, you're going to get your wish. You're going to get all the delight and the feeling of expansiveness and the fun and the, all the enjoyment. Yeah, I said it, delight. Scales, keep your life in balance. Keep your life in balance. Yeah. There's an imbalance here. You ended up leaning too far to one side. The donut is not for you. There have been many donuts. Way more than you even want to admit to yourself. But deep down, you know this is why you've been feeling like crap. You're like, I gotta lay off those donuts, but they're so good. But I feel so sad without them. But I have a headache. if I have a donut, it'll make the headache go away. It'll make me feel better, and whatever. God, this is a tough one. Where are we at? Okay, going with the Moonology deck. With this maturity, I really love seeing this, because you are, this is the part of you that is able to be discerning. You are growing from all of your experiences. So up to this point, you're kind of like, it's almost like the final boss fight. This theme keeps coming up, but it's like, in a video game, it's like you've passed all of these other tests, you've passed all these other levels, and now you're at the final level, and it is the hardest. Typically it is the hardest, but you're overcoming, or you have the ability to overcome. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Look at immediate gratification versus long-term gratification. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. This is tied to this withdrawn, lonely, single, solitary. Because there's a feeling of not good enough because of this craving. You don't have what you want, and you feel like getting what you want is going to make you, it's somehow you're depleted, somehow you feel like you're not good enough, and this is going to help you feel better, even though deep down it's really not. It's just going to make you feel more of not good enough. But in the moment, it feels so good. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. We've also got Magician energy here with Virgo and Gemini. You have the tools that you need at your disposal. You already know. You've been through this many times, it feels. But because it's the final boss fight, this one is exceptionally compelling. Exceptionally, you're just, oh yeah, and it could be a circumstantial thing. It could be like, when talking about the donut again, when we've had a hard day and we're super depleted and so tired, we're just like, God, I just want to have that donut because it's going to help me feel better. And I just don't even care knowing that it's going to make me feel bad, but it's going to fill this part of me that is already feeling bad. And I just need that little boost. Alcohol, similar. It is any kind of thing that is whatever influence you're used to leaning into. This is changing what you reach for in your moments of feeling depleted, feeling tired, worn out. You're getting the answers you need, and you are focusing on how you make yourself feel like you're good enough. And a huge part of this is kind of exercising that willpower, basically. And every time you're like, I notice the craving, but I'm not going to have that donut. When you successfully do that, then it's like you get to celebrate. It's like, yay, you didn't reach for the donut. Good job. Like, patting yourself on the back, feeling better, feeling more expansive. And what's amazing about this whole narrative is that if you consistently don't reach for the donut, then you still get to have the cake. You get to celebrate once in a while. You got to have something. You can't just say, I'm never going to have sugar ever again. I mean, you can, but that usually it's a losing battle. We have to, there's a certain amount of reward. Like, reward really helps us to continue. There's, what's his name? Tim Harris, the 4-hour work week guy. He has a whole thing where he is like, he's like, I am really diligent about my routine, what I eat and how I exercise and show up and, you know, do my life, live my life. But I let myself have one day where I can do whatever I want. I can eat whatever I want. I can sit around if I want and not just, it's like, it's one day to look forward to just take the pressure off. And, you know, and this works, like, you know, because you have that reward still. It's just more in control now. So, okay, go to the Angel Tarot. Tim Harris, Tim Ferriss. I don't know. Anyway, the Chariot, Archangel Metatron, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower. Public recognition. Oh my God, an important achievement. I just said it, willpower, self-discipline and willpower is, it's like everyone's celebrating you because you're like, I did it, guys. I did not have the donut. I continued to not have the donut. I worked with myself on this and I'm so happy and I feel good. And everyone's like, woo, yay, we're so excited for you. Let's celebrate public recognition of your achievement over your own desires, basically. Your habitual desires. Ooh, we've got the Sun, Archangel Uriel, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. You are good enough. This is Leo energy. Oh, and I forgot to say, this is Cancerian energy, this Chariot. Happy outcome. Delight, expansiveness. Yeah, you got this. You got this. Ooh, and we have awakening, Archangel Gabriel. Look at things from a different perspective. That's a part of look at the bigger picture. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. And this makes me think of this withdrawn, single, solitary, even lonely. But withdrawing, like pulling yourself back from the influences that are not good for you, making sure you do not bring that donut into your house to tempt you, so that you can take the time to purge it from your body. This brings you back to you. It's important to be yourself. This is about the willpower. And once that's fully out of your system, then it's like all systems go. Yes. Yes. Okay. So gotta finish out here. I'm gonna go with the Forest Spirits Oracle. I really could just end with one final card right now, but I'm just gonna get a couple more because this is my version of not being able to help myself nicely. This is something that is good for me in the long term, this card reading. Boar Spirit. Oh, and you got blessed by the typo, warlore, which should be warrior. Warlore. Gather courage to confront issues you need to resolve so you can move forward. That's why there's a temporary standstill, because you're gathering your courage. You're gathering your courage. You're taking, oh, it's temporary standstill. That's the part of what this is about, so that you can know what direction to go, which is away from what's not good for you. Spider spirit. I always think of Megamind Spider bot. I don't know if it's in the main movie, but there's a short about a spider bot that he makes. Anyway, Dreamweaver. Practice the powerful art of attraction to draw in and capture opportunities. Yes. This is the wish that is granted. This is you taking care, keeping your life in balance. Practice the powerful art of attraction. Using your courage. Nature spirit, divine nature. Your love and wisdom help you overcome your limitations and reach a higher level. With this maturity, your love and wisdom help you overcome your limitations. Help you overcome that craving for the donut. Yep. And heading out in nature. Having a little dance party with your friends. That is the healing balm. Okay. So I'm gonna finish with, yeah, I'm going with a rune card. Hagalaz. Little snort for you. Yeah, this is the storm. This is the storm you cannot control. You cannot control something here, but what you can do is prepare. Prepare for the storm. Know that, if you have what you need in the event of that storm, you will be okay. You will get through it and that storm will pass. Let me find it. I don't know. All right, let me find you. There we are. Okay. Hagalaz. Hagalaz means hail or stone and is closely associated with the unpredictability of nature, which can cause widespread disruption. Nature is a force we cannot tame, despite our best efforts. This rune suggests that crisis is taking over in some area of your life, or at least threatening to take over. And there is little you can do about it, but wait and see where the dust settles. Whatever disruption you are dealing with in your life is beyond your control, but what you can control is your reaction to it. If you can be patient, stay detached, and remain calm, you will weather the storm and may just find that the unwanted shakeup has given you an unexpected and liberating new perspective. Look at things from a different perspective. So unexpected and liberating new perspective, insight, or direction. It may also remind you that sometimes things happen in our lives that we cannot explain, but these things are amazing opportunities for personal awakening and growth. There it is. Kind of a mic drop right there. Yep. That personal awakening and growth, that's this maturity right here. You're handling yourself. You've got this. You've got this. Just trust yourself. Get back in touch with your intuition. Take care of yourself, and you will figure this out. You will know. You will know. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.